All right, everyone, let's keep up with the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian is calling out President Trump's immigration policies. Raw Story reports Kim Kardashian leapt into the escalating public debate over what she called President Trump's inhumane immigration policies in a social media post blasting the MAGA administration and demanding an end to ICE raids that the reality star said are tearing families apart. Kardashian, a lifelong resident of LA County, took to Instagram on Tuesday to slam the Trump White House's intensified immigration crackdown, which has sparked days of protests in Los Angeles and other cities nationwide, according to MSNBC. Quote, "When we're told that ICE exists to keep our country safe and remove violent criminals, great," Kardashian wrote to her 356 million Instagram followers. But when we witness innocent, hardworking people being ripped from their families in inhumane ways, we have to speak up. We have to do what's right. So this reminds me a lot of 2018, the summer of 2018. That was when Trump's immigration policies during his first term really started to get some widespread backlash. You know, there was a talk about the kids in cages. There was talk about separating children from their parents. And to be fair, kids in cages did happen under Obama too. There was that picture from 2014 that showed kids in cages under Obama's second term. And there were still kids in cages under Biden's presidency. But this time we're dealing with something a little bit different here. We're dealing with a very draconian immigration policy that did not exist under previous Democratic or Republican presidents. We're talking about mass deportation plans that have not been attempted before. And that's what a lot of conservatives love about Trump, sadly. They think immigration is their number one issue, the issue he has a mandate on. And Biden obviously didn't pull too well in terms of immigration. But it looks like Trump is going too far in the other direction, and the American public sees it that way as well. Kim Kardashian sees it that way as well. So Kardashian continued by saying that she has been seen firsthand how deeply immigrants are woven into the fabric of this city. Quote, "They are our neighbors, friends, classmates, coworkers, and family," she said. She added, "We can't turn a blind eye when fear and injustice keep people from living their lives freely and safely." Yeah, that's something, being woven into the fabric of a city or, any place, a town, a state, whatever, in general, is going to lead people to have a special connection with them and have a special understanding of how these types of policies can impact everything around them. It's so easy to sit from, your little cottage or something like that in the woods or whatever and watch on the TV and see people being rounded up by ICE and being deported and be like, wow, oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. Oh, he's upholding law and order, bro. He's enforcing the border. Biden was for open borders, but Trump is protecting the border, bro. This is wicked cool, bro. Trump is standing up for the regular Americans, the ones who came here legally. And yeah, he's really good. But when you see this stuff happening to people, it's like, oh, shoot. And you're like, I know some of these people. I saw this person at the store. I saw this person at the doctor. Something like that. But yeah. It's the way that different Americans live their lives with respect to this type of thing and how they see it in their day-to-day lives is really astonishing. So the sharp rebuke from the billionaire reality star who announced in May she had obtained her law degree, quote, may have come as a surprise to some, given her past efforts with Trump surrounding criminal justice reform, MSNBC reported. That's true. Kim Kardashian did help Trump pardon Alice Johnson, and she was big on criminal justice reform in a more rehabilitative direction. That's one of those rare areas where a lot of progressives give some praise to Trump. They say, okay, I wasn't expecting him to be, pro-rehabilitative, restorative justice in this aspect, but he kind of was in some ways. And we don't really see anything like that in his new term. His new term is all about so-called law and order, which by that he means, aggressive prosecution of everyone who disagrees with him, and the only person whose constitutional rights get respected are his own. Quote, during the president's first term, Kardashian lobbied him to commute the sentence of Alice Johnson, a grandmother who was serving life without the possibility of parole for a nonviolent drug offense, according to MSNBC. In 2018, Trump commuted Johnson's sentence, and in 2020 granted her a full pardon. Johnson currently serves as Trump's pardon czar. Border czar is Tom Homan. But Kardashian made clear her stance on the Trump admin's stepped-up immigration raids. No matter where you fall politically, it's clear that our communities thrive because of the contributions of immigrants, she wrote Tuesday. Yeah, so this might be one of those watershed moments where it's like, okay, now people are gonna finally start snapping at Trump. I know his MAGA base is really applauding him like a bunch of harp seals over his use of ICE and the feds to quell some of these riots and some of these protests. But most of the protests are in fact peaceful. So yeah, it's not really a good look. It just comes off like bullying and tormenting. And Gavin Newsom is out there scoring some brownie points with even people on the hard left. He doesn't normally do that, by the way. He doesn't normally do that. He's normally seen as kind of a sleazy corporate Democrat, but he's scoring brownie points with people on the hard left for standing up to Trump. So yeah, I expect more people will start standing up to Trump on this front. People might say, oh, I don't like how Biden handled immigration, but they're going to see that just because Trump is not Biden does not mean that Trump will handle immigration well. It will not be smooth sailing with respect to the border. Let me know what you think about Kim Kardashian's comments below. Like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the more the merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.